Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well and staying safe and healthy. I am home. So today is one of my regular days that I'm home. Most of the time I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was off on Tuesday and then some stuff happened on Wednesday at work. So now I'm home again on Wednesday. So now I am doing a live stream called We Are Coloring from Twilight Garden, coloring book illustrated by Maria Trolle. This is a hardcover. This was a book I got in 2017. So I've had it for about a good 6 years. So, I've been coloring a lot more lately in some of my older books, but I'm like at the point now where I feel like I should use what I have. Hello to the one person in the chat. Take a little sip of my coffee. It's like my second cup today, so I've already had my breakfast. So today we will be coloring this page from Maria Trolle. I'm not doing the double page spread. I'm doing the page before it. So I often have a page. One thing I like about this book as opposed to other hardcovers is that I could color this and not go into this picture because it's very different. So we're coloring the heart, of course. So I'm thinking all this is going to be green, but the bird is going to be blue. I already know that I want the bird to be blue, and I just like blue birds. For some reason, I like the blue birds. So we will be using my Fine and Lost Girl pencils, the Hold Line pencils, which for some weird reason you can't buy a full set of them. On Amazon, you can buy the 50 set, and then you have to go to another place. So they put you, and they might send you to Amazon Japan. So I'm like, I know some people are like confused about what Japanese yen costs. So, but that's why when I go to the websites, I always do that. So, there are a few housekeeping items. I put the two disclaimers in the description box. So I really like this blue. These pencils are about right now, they're like $15 on Amazon. There was a coupon for them a while back, but I don't think the coupon is good anymore. So. But I can't tell you how much I love these pencils. These are really good pencils. Someone asked me, would I buy these again? Absolutely. Would I buy my Sohos again? No. Don't get me wrong, my Sohos are good, but when I'm done using up my 2 sets of Sohos, I'm not going to use them again. And then someone goes, what am I going to do with my extra case? Well, then we'll use it probably for another set, or maybe to hold some of my other pencils. I always like to, or I might just give them one of those little cases to my, hello, Michelle. We're coloring from Twilight Garden. I think this was called Bloomster Mandela in, I forget where the other one is. The Dutch book was called Bloomster Mandela when this book first came out. I think that was what the name of the original title was. Because sometimes, Hi, Courtney. Hello, Michelle. Yes, I finished my breakfast. I'm having some coffee. I buy the ground coffee at Starbucks, and then like once every few weeks I pick up like 1 or 2 bags of the Starbucks coffee, and I make it. It's a lot cheaper to do that. It comes out to about, what does it come up to? About 80 cents a cup. So I buy them there, and then I have them. So these are the Hepshing pencils, or the Fine and the Lost Girl pencils, as I call them. So I put a link down to them. These are just, Hello, Robin. Oh, yay. We're getting a lot of people today, so I will be out tomorrow night. I will probably be going to see a movie tomorrow night. And then Monday I'll be doing the book club. I'm 55% done with House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. I need to finish this book probably by tonight or tomorrow, so then I can start reading the third book so I can have some conversations with the people at the book club. So, it's been hard for me to read two books all at once. I'm like, So, where is my green? Is it my Christmas? All my cases. This is what I keep my Holbeins in. Yeah, it's like the easiest case, and it's like the biggest case. So, plus I have some duplicates of my Holbein. So if I run out of them, it's very easy for me to order duplicates. That's the one thing I have to say that I do not. The one thing I miss about New York, as opposed to here, is that I'm just able to go to a Dick Blick store. I do not have that luxury here because the nearest Blick is in Fullerton, and that would be like I think an hour or two ride from here. By subway. Yes, we have a metro. Would have to take a lift to do it, and it would kind of be expensive to do that. So I gotta find a way to get there. Let me make this little brown here. As you can tell, I also replaced some of my Holbein, not my Holbeins. I replaced some of my Prismacolors because they went down to like this, and I have a lot of duplicates of my Prisma, so that's not an issue for me. This is henna. This is a brand new Prisma because I just see, too bad I didn't see that they looked like hearts. I thought they looked like regular leaves. So. Someone asked me why haven't I been using my polychromos. To tell you the truth about my polychromos is that I find them a little hard to use. Unless I'm doing something very specific for the paper, then I use other stuff, but I don't know what it is lately. I just haven't been feeling my polys, but sometimes that happens. You just don't feel certain pencils. Yeah, I have this one with my Prismas. I originally had a different case, but then I didn't like it. So then and it was small and it didn't really give me enough room for extras. And then I have this one, which is for my Holbeins. I think they come from the same, is this the same brand? I think these are the same brand. These are the Schuleners. I think these are the Schuleners. Yeah, these two come from the same company, the Schuleners. Now, most people get the BKTSYs. Now some people will argue, well, the Holbeins are so expensive. Well, here's the thing about the Holbeins. You can do a lot of things with the Holbeins. Almost as, what I like about the Holbeins is that everything that I can do with my Prismas, I can do with the Holbeins. Except they're a little more pricey than my Holbeins to get the refill, to get new pencils. So I only get them if there's a need to get them. Same thing with all my pencils, really. If I need to get more, I get more. But I have another set. I have 2 sets of Soho. So when those 2 sets are, and this is something, Lupus, and this is not to say that they're bad pencil. It'd be. And then I'm going to put the rest of the money into a savings account because I need to start saving money for my future. And I'm also thinking about I like this job. There are things going on right now, and I'm not working full time, so it's making me a little stressed about my financial situation. So, and I need to start thinking about, what am I going to do when it comes time to retire? So I need to start saving money for that too. Then I have all my dental issues, and I'm not going to even start what I need in my dental issues, especially given what I had done a few weeks ago. I mean, that was very painful. And I can't even eat on one side of my mouth for another week and a half, for another 2 weeks. So there's joy on that. So there's a lot of things going on there. What happens when everything is not in front of you? Maybe I should start putting the things in a way. So there's been a lot of things going on in my life. So, that's why you don't see me get a lot of new books. I was told by, what's her name? Carolina Kubakowski that there's 2 books I want to get of hers that I wasn't able to get, but she says there'll be second prints of the book. So I'm really happy about that. Do purple here. What is this color called? Wisteria. You know what? Not everybody chooses to do that. Now, that may not be the best thing for me. So, everybody does something different for themselves. So, of course, I bought dental insurance last year. So, everything is different. But, me buying that insurance, and I don't pay a lot for my dental insurance per month, has been a very good thing for me financially. I wouldn't have been able to afford doing the things I did. And then, what got me upset was I worked so many hours on one thing at work, and then all of a sudden it was like, all that money most of that money that I had intended to start a savings account with went to the dentist. So I was like, So it wasn't like a fun thing that happened. And then we do this, which is, what is this color? I'm trying to figure out what this color is. It's one of my favorite colors, I think. I think it's lilac. I know. I'm very close to actually finishing one of my color by number books. It's The Mermaid. I only have one more page left to go, and that's a bonus page. but it's like the last page to color in that book, so I am really happy about that. But you guys see what I mean when I say that the books, and you see how little this pencil is on the whole line, and I can still use it, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, I mean, you get a lot of life out of the, like, I feel like I get more life out of these pencils than I do the other pencils. Like, yeah, I use my Prismas a lot, but that's because they do a lot of things. You know, someone was asking me, how do you make your pencils last so long? Not all my pencils last long. Like with my Prismas, I have to buy like sometimes there's certain colors I use that I buy more than others. So whenever I get a Prismacolor, I always, when I'm doing an order, I'm like, okay, what pencils do I need to make to get refilled or restocked? And with Prismas, the thing is that the Prismas, this is not a bad thing about the Prismas I noticed, but they've gone down significantly in price. Like now they're only like $1 something per pencil to restock on Blick. That used to be very different. So keep that in mind when you go and buy your pencils. Sometimes things get restocked and they get different prices. That's what happens, you know. No, someone asked me, what do I prefer? Do I prefer the Holbeins, the Prismas? You know, every pencil has a different thing that you use it for. And I don't think I'm going to put a background in it because, you know, sometimes, you know, things are like, I feel like when I do my backgrounds, it kind of takes away from things. And the reason why we're going to do this is because this is going to be like gold in the middle. Well, maybe not. I haven't decided yet. So, you know, different colors. Yeah, I think a nice gold or some kind of thing in there. Someone asked me, why do I prefer certain things? You know, here's the thing, you know, for years I tried a lot of different gel pens. And then once I found the color gel pens, I really didn't need the other ones because they were refillable. So to me, when you do something that's refillable and you really learn to like the refillables, it becomes different in a way. So I'm not really sure what this color is. So this is from the Hepshing. Some of you have probably guessed that I like these little pens. These were meant to be a children's pencil. They weren't meant to be an adult pencil. You know, and who recommended oh yeah, these were featured on a Facebook group I belong to. And this was a group that had a lot of people. I think who was the one? I think Corey Scherer was one of my best friends on YouTube. I don't get to speak to her in a while, but when she's there, we do it. I really am enjoying these pencils. These pencils make me feel happy. These are like about, what are they, $15, $16 for the 72 set? But someone told me they have 120 set now. And I'm like, if I had known that they had 120, maybe I would have bought the 120 set. But then if you get into like anything that's more than 100 pencils, you have to buy a big case and everything. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that to myself again. I don't want to do that again because it's a lot of work. To try and buy different sets, you know, and find things to color. The way that I handle big detailed pages is I go, okay, let me do one thing at a time or do one section so everything looks universal. This way you don't spend a whole lot of time doing different things. But you know what the hardest thing about setting up a YouTube channel is, you know, when you have to put in all the links. You know, this month is probably going to be big for me as far as how many books I colored. There's probably going to have to be a lot of links done this week. I've had a lot of my cases for different things. So here's one of the cases I put in here for this. So, you know, I put that in there for that. I'm not really sure what this color is. It's like a light pink ivory color. So someone goes like, if you had to put the Hepshang or the Finding the Lost Color pencils, what would you equivalent these to? I'd go put them as a cheap polychromos to. Someone asked me, how many pencils do you really think you need? In my mind, if you have a good set of 100 pencils, you should be okay. Even if it's a set of 100 Crayolas. Last time we did a stream, we used the Crayola pencils. But your husband gets on you. So you don't need those. Okay. See, these are the Hepshing pencils, or the Finding the Lost Code pencils. So I put a link down if you guys want to see these and buy them. They're only like $15, $16. So those would I found those through a Facebook group actually. So when people say, well, you shouldn't buy things through Facebook groups, but this is how we discover products is through other people. There's so many things I find through groups and other people. Otherwise, I never find anything. True. Sometimes. Lavender. This is the last lavender that I have in the original set of Prismas. Remember, now they changed the color to amethyst and orchid, the two colors. Very soon I'll be replacing this with the lavender, the orchid, or the amethyst color. Thank you. Wait a minute. I need to get that pink out again. Hold on, let me something. I don't think I bring the sharpener out here. But you guys support me because it's you like to support or you like to support. So, as you can see, I brought this one out because that's the only one I can find right now. Probably when I leave, I'm going to have to clean this up, and my mother's going to have a fit if she sees that when she comes home. See, when they get little like this, you have to put them in something like that, like a hand sharpener, because the cranks will eat them up. Another thing I didn't like is when people found out they were doing this before I could even get a chance to buy more of this color. People bought up the remaining stock of this, which kind of made me sad in a way because, like, excuse me, I need something. It made me sad because this color is a gorgeous purple color. So you guys know that I've been streaming a lot more because I've had some more time, but I think starting next week, I'm going to start looking for another job because even though I have a job, I'm going to keep this job until I get another job because I just, there are things going on that I can't really talk about, but I'm getting a little frustrated with my finances. And I mean, we all go through this, Now we need a green. Look at this. You see how little this is? This is the last lavender that I have. I don't even have a big lavender. So I'm a little upset about that. But then, also, what also happened this month is I didn't get my Angels and Demons special from Color in Heaven. And now you guys know that I always get it. I even asked my neighbors. So I sent Color in Heaven an email telling them that I didn't get it. So, and I paid. And I'm on subscription. So, when you're on subscription, you should automatically receive your book. Sap Green Light. This is a brand new one that I just. See, I like colors that. Yeah, this one was down to here. My original pencil was down to like this much. It had like nothing on it. So sometimes I wait till the pencils are so small with my Prismas. See how this is. Sometimes the hand pencils are the hand sharpeners are a little bit better than the hand cranks. Thank you, Jody Moments. No problem. I sent a list. I'm just waiting on one thing. Google hasn't given me my 1099 yet. So I'm hoping they give me my 1099 soon so I can do my taxes. I usually get money back, so. Then I'm going to do a nice. And I'm not really sure about what this is, but I think this is like a spring green. I do love this book. This book has a lot of nice pictures in it. Yeah, I know Danielle had me talking about wrestling. So tomorrow night I'm gonna miss SmackDown. So I also found out there's an improv thing in Spectrum. Which I really like Spectrum a lot. Okay. I think I'm going to put little green in here. Then I'm going to make it blue and gold. Well, so now we're going to do the gel pen. This is what we use. This, you see what I do with the color at gel pens? I have a lot of refills, but I go through a lot of this stuff already really quickly, I realize. So this is, what is this? Glitter. Oh, that's not dark enough, that blue. Very light. Pacific blue. Then we do gold here. This is, what is this? Glitter. I'm trying to read them, but sometimes they're hard to read. Glitter carrot, glitter something. Yeah, wasn't that Brian Pillman, Flying Brian? You know that his son is now wrestling, right? He goes by the name Lexus King, but he's really Brian Pillman Jr. Is now in NXT. There, we've done one picture. Should we pick another one? I didn't pick another one, so I didn't pick another picture for today. So yeah, he goes by the name Lexus King. So we did this one. So I think we should pick another one because I love this book, but I have so many problems with this book because I can never figure out what I want to color. As you guys can tell, I've never started. I didn't even do the subject, but I've done this one. I've done this one. So you guys get a little. I'm not really a fan of the black and white ones. You see, I've started one, but I don't remember which colors I used for this. That's the problem with this book. Sometimes, I don't remember what I did with this one. When you don't remember what you did, it's always a problem. Oh, I need a. See, this is what happens when you don't put a piece of paper in it. So, hence I had to get an eraser. Yeah. The thing is, right now he's playing a heel. I don't think he works as I think, he's starting off as a heel. Like, you really don't like this guy. As far as a wrestler goes, you're like, oh, this guy is just annoying on me. With another set of pencils, so don't worry, guys. This is called Naples Yellow. I I thought we would not be doing two. You know, every time we color from one of these, so they have this new wrestler. He's called Oba Fleming. I mean, you look at this guy and he is a monster. Like he's a real guy. So I wish I had brought the hand crank out. I really wish I had brought the hand crank out. See some of my neighbors walking by. And it's so nice to get the colors in. You know, you guys are very lucky because you get a second picture today. No, I have hummingbirds by my in my garden here. They come and then they drink from the fountain. So you know, everything is really nice here. So I really enjoy. You know, sometimes I see all these old people. What they do here is, because I want to try and match the colors. I think we're going to basically do orange and yellow. So this one is a cadmium red light. I think we're going to have to bring out the hand crank. I think this is like the 4th or 5th live I've done this month. So I'm kind of a little surprised that I've done so many for these pencils, the Sohos. I have some problems with them. Pencil-wise, anyway. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna take all that stuff that I just, you know, those pencil things I did. My mother sees this, she's gonna go crazy. Doesn't like when I stain this table at all. That's why when the kids come over, we have a tablecloth for them. So if they mark up the table, they can mark it up on the tablecloth. When the kids come over here, I tell you, the kids go through my art supplies, but I haven't given them access to the really good supplies yet. See, I have one here. I don't even remember what color I used for the brown on this. This is why. No, I have a lot of, what do you call it? Starts and finishes in this book. I have a lot of starts, but a lot of whips in this book. And this is called cadmium red light. But here, you see why I have a problem with them? It's because of the way the hexagon is in here. I know, maybe we'll do 2 pictures today. No, the thing I like about someone asked me, am I getting the new Maria Trolle book? I have to say no right now because right now I'm trying to reduce my inventory a little bit. And what I mean by that is I want to finish some of the books I already have. You know, I've taken a lot of time into doing the color by number mermaid book. You know, I really should have put that on my top 10, but that's kind of what I call an outlier. You know, like they're like 2, 3, or 4. You know, I should have put it into a top 12 instead of a top 10. Yeah, I know one person is doing top 24 books for 2024. I'm like, I feel lucky if I even get 2, 3 books finished per year. Usually, what I get finished is very easy books, I notice, not hard books. But someone asked me, will I keep the Camellia de Erico and will I keep the fairy tales book? And the answer with the Camellia, the fairy tales book, probably not because I have the Saga book. And I would probably keep the Saga book over the fairy tales book. It's not that I don't like the fairy tale book, it just is that it takes up a lot of room. And it's not one of my books that I'm crazy about. That makes sense. Well, if I meant to put up my Amazon wish list, and I did not put up my Amazon wish list, which I really should have put up my Amazon wish list. You know, because my birthday's coming up. My birthday's on March 13th, if anybody's interested. There is a wish list I have for coloring books that I want. So, there are a few things I want. So I'll pin my Amazon wish list if anybody wants to see what's on my wish list. So that's my wish list. You know, we all do this. We all have a wish list. Because my birthday's coming up, so. You know, I really like portraits. Yay. KDC, you know what works really much better? Have you tried TheraFlu? It's like a tea. They have a daytime tea and a nighttime tea. I recommend getting both in a bottle. I can't even tell you how much I love the TheraFlu. It is a much better and it's safer than NyQuil. Plus, it makes you feel so much better. But if you take in the daytime, it's great. But when you take the nighttime, take it about an hour or two before you want to go to bed because it'll put you to sleep and it's a much better taste. And they have them in different flavors. I particularly like the honey lemon. I feel like that is a better product. Personally, you know, that I can't take everything anymore like I used to. I personally, and I will say that I personally love the TheraFlu. See, and also I got this old eraser. I don't know where I'm going to get another eraser like this, but I love this eraser. You know, I don't even buy the sketch boxes anymore because the sketch boxes. So, you know, the sketch boxes and other things, you know, that I love to get so much. So, you know, I love different things you can color and do. Well, here's the thing, the NyQuil, some people don't respond to it. Like, here's the thing, for me, I don't like the NyQuil because when I do that, I have a really hard time getting up out of it. But when I use the Theraflu, I don't have the nasty after effects, I feel. You have to understand that when you are using these products, certain products are going to react well. And because of the medicine I'm on, I can't take a lot of things anymore. This is called Mars Yellow. And we're coloring from my dining room table. Oh, here's Mr. Amazon Prime Man. He's walking by my house. I haven't ordered anything, so I'm not expecting anything. But I tell you, that stuff is like crazy. But I recommend products that, and plus the Theraflu doesn't act like the other stuff does, but it's made with the same stuff that Tylenol is made with. So that should be, you know, and it won't hurt your stomach. It's meant to help you. A lot of these medicines are made by the pharmaceutical companies, you know, and they push an agenda. So you have to figure out what works best for you. But I have found that the Theraflu is really good for sleeping at night. And let's say you get a sore throat or something like that, that keeps your mind and body in good health. So keep that in mind when you do this stuff. You know, I'm always a person who likes that stuff. I like this brown. This isn't even a brown, actually. I'll tell you this right now. This is not even a brown. This is like a yellowish brown. You know what? Sometimes we have to take the meds, because of my condition and my lupus. Before I even take any meds, I have to talk to my doctors. Like, even before I got this dental work done that I got done a few weeks ago, I couldn't get anything done because I had to wait for my doctors to give my dentist the approval, hence, la, 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 you know, all this stuff that had to be done, which is very annoying when you have to do all this stuff. My nieces are funny because they tell me all the time, well, we don't like that, Auntie. Not enough purple, not enough blue. And then I have to explain to my niece, not everything can be purple and blue and yellow, purple and pink. So I think what we're going to do is yellow and oranges in this. So it'll be a nice color with some greens in there. These are the other pencils that I don't particularly care for, but I know some people like these, but I'm not one of these people. And now we go back to our Holbeins. Nice color on that. Yeah, my mother's busy doing, what do you call it? Lovely work. See, I like this work that this gets done, so money is my issue right now, so And one of my bills went up so sky high on the thing, so I'm like, ah. So I know the next few extra monies I'm gonna go is gonna be given in there, but it'll be, that'll be a good cause because it'll help me get that money down. You know what I mean? The idea is for me not to be dependent on my credit card so much, and I want to do that. Look at how lovely these look, right? And then in August, me and my mother are going to be going to back to New York for my cousin's wedding. My cousin is getting married in August, so I'll be back in New York. We're probably going to be staying at the hotel on 57th Street in Midtown. So that'll be nice. Sometimes I want to try and match the pictures. Like you guys see this one here? Like I'm trying to match the colors that I did here. So it's a nice match, kind of like. And this is, what is this called? Canary yellow. Yeah, I'm not getting married. My cousin's getting married, so that'll be nice. These big flowers will be yellow. The little flowers will be orange. No, you guys get lucky because I didn't think I was going to do a second picture, but then so many of you decided to come. Oh my goodness, 4 people. Well, at one point we had like 12 people in the stream, and so far we've gotten 8 likes. So thank you so much for the likes. That really makes me feel very good when we get a whole bunch of likes in this stream because that helps me on the viewership numbers. Let me just sharpen this. I find for the thicker pencils that these hand cranks are better because then you don't break the other pencil sharpeners. I mean, you could break them. Some of them are so thick, like my luminance pencils are so thick. And the problem with the luminance pencils is that I feel like $60. I liked the first 3 seasons. I didn't like when they killed off Emily Van Camp's character. I thought if they were going to do that, they should have done that at the end of the year. I mean, at the end of that season, if she wanted to leave. And then, and then that could have been, I think they, here's the thing about the show. When they do things like that and they kill off some of the more likable characters, because now the series is going to come, like, and they got rid of characters too. And I'm like, when they do things like that, and this is called Tiger Lily. I don't think I've seen Tiger Lily in any other series, of pencils, except maybe, I think there's one set that might have it, and I think it might have been the Irritants or the Black Widows have that name in it, solid pencil. So this is the sharpener that I particularly like. The Afmat and the Swordfish are my favorite sharpeners. Someone asked me, would I get that Caran d'Ache sharpener for $100? And I go, no. you know, it's always said when a show that you love comes to an end. But one of the shows that I really fell in love with last year, and they just started doing their second season, La Brea kind of, not La Brea, but that just ended, and I love the way they ended, except that second season was really the second and third season were really crazy, just in the way that they wrapped the way they explained everything. You know, the thing about La Brea, now some people say, well, it's a Lost knockoff, and I didn't feel like it was, but unlike Lost, they actually answered questions. The other show that I really loved that came on last year was Will Trent. It's now started its second season. I think it's a great, great series. It's based on the Will Trent books by Karen Slaughter. I always want to go back and read that series now that because I really fell in love with the main actor. I mean, the cast is very different than what you would think. I don't think I saw Cold Black. You know what was one of the craziest shows for the first few seasons? And then it got stupid. Orphan Black. I loved Orphan Black. The first two, three seasons were amazing. And then it got stupid. And sometimes shows like that end up having stupid endings. And I'm like, what were they thinking? They couldn't come up with ideas? Now, no, but no, you know what's a really good series that I saw? I saw the first episode of it, Tracker, with Justin Hartley. He is so very, very good. I remember him as Oliver Queen on Green Arrow. I remember him on Passions was where he got his start. It was a short-lived soap. I think what was it on for 6, 7 years? Passions. That like had a lot of paranormal elements to that show. I have never watched Survivor or Amazing Race. I've seen clips from them. So I've seen that. So we've used a lot of pencils today. I think I'm going to use the greens from the Holbeins. I just like the greens from the Holbeins. Something personal. I just love all the. So when we're done, we'll put all this stuff away. You guys know that I am a big, big time fan. Someone asked me, am I getting Starfall when it comes out in July? I'll have to see where I am with the book collection. The price point is pretty good. But I have to see when my space constraints are because I have the Color in Heaven magazine. I have this coming in. So, I get very mad when I don't get my books. Like I haven't gotten my Demons and Angels special, and I really wanted to color stuff from Josh Lee in that episode. I've seen people do some beautiful, beautiful work. The government has this thing. If you make $600 or more on any side hustle, that includes our YouTubes, that they want us to report it. It's like every time you make a little extra money, the government is right on there. Oh no, right now it's good because me and my mother live together, so there's a second income. There's two incomes in this house, but still, my mother's worrying about what will happen to me when I stop working. Because I don't have a 401k. I need to start doing saving again. I depleted my savings when I came out here, and I didn't mean to deplete it. It just happened. So this is a very light green. So you guys got two pictures today, but like you guys deserve two pictures today, so we got to just figure out what I'm gonna do as that color. So I like when the pages kind of look like each other. Yeah, we just need one more. This is a color I don't bring out too often. And this is khaki. Kind of reminds me of those pants you wear, like those yellow beige pants you sometimes wear for work. No, I have to get another pair of khakis because my pair of khakis died. And guys, the other thing that happened here when I came out here was I started losing weight like crazy. It was like a crazy thing that happened here. Like I dropped from when I came out here, when I was in the hospital, I was 220 something pounds. When I left the hospital, I was about 206. So I am now about 168 pounds. So think about the incredible amount of weight that I have lost while being out here in California. So, it's a very different lifestyle when you come out here and do that. So we did this one, right? And then we did this one. We did this one in the beginning. I thought this was going to take longer to do, actually. Believe it or not, I really like the way this one came out. And then we did this one, which is not a whip, but I had this one already done. So I want to try and do this. So have you watched, KDC, if you like Marsha Gay Harden, have you watched the CBS series So Help Me Todd? That is very funny. I've seen a few episodes here and there. Usually when the other channels are giving reruns, I usually catch a rerun of that one. I enjoyed it immensely. I enjoy that show when I get a chance to watch it because I don't get to watch it too often. So it was really different. I hope you guys have enjoyed our stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And remember, I have my Amazon wish list. Everybody stay safe and healthy. Bye, everybody.